What's going on, guys? So in the last video we did a phone comparison with different types of Verizon lines to kind of see how congestion plays in my area, and now it's only fair that we move on to the AT&T congestion test, and then we'll try T-Mobile. Although with T-Mobile I only have Metro on this phone, and I think I have a Google Fi line that doesn't get data, so I might have to look into getting some extra lines to do that video, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. So let's go ahead and we're going to go straight down the line, do them all together, just so we can see what we're working with. Now I understand, here on the left we got the iPhone SE, and we got 14 Pro and a Z Flip 5. So it might not be the fairest comparison because, one phone has 2x2 MIMO and the others have 4x4 MIMO. And then you also have to factor in different carriers and maybe different priority on the network. But as far as I know, they're all deprioritized, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference, except maybe the different MIMO technology. Because the iPhone SE, is a cheaper phone, doesn't have the best cellular performance, but it's what I have the eSIM on until I get one of my other iPhones unlocked. So we have Red Pocket here on the iPhone SE, and we're starting off with a 58 ping and 12 jitter and 19.4 on the down, and it looks like we might struggle on the upload here. The test might fail, I don't know, but you can see we have 5G plus. Look there, the test failed. And this is part of the reason why when I use like my iPhone 14 Pro, I happen to put it into LTE only, because this is just a problem with 5G plus at my house, and I don't know if it's necessarily because I'm on cell edge. Maybe they need to upgrade the tower a little bit better. I don't really know, but we'll go ahead and try again. And we had some very high pings there, 117 ping and 64 jitter. And it's not like the networks are super busy, it's only just right before 10 in the morning on a Saturday. People are sleeping in, and nobody's really bogging down the networks right now. The proof's in the pudding. I would make AT&T my personal carrier if it wasn't for this, and even there's this problem on low band 5G where stuff will just not load. There's high packet losses, upload's really bad, download's not that great. I don't know, I guess it's just where I'm at, but we did get the test to finish this time with 6.57 on the down and 0.06 on the up. Now it could be the 2x2 MIMO, I don't know. We'll go ahead and run it on the 14 Pro. And sometimes I'll just be using my 14 Pro and I'll have these problems with slower speeds and stuff like that. And you can see here on the 14 Pro, we were on low band 5G, but we did pick up 5G plus, but still just ridiculous pings at 106 ping and 20 jitter. And you can see upload is basically nothing. Now I guarantee if we were down by the tower by the highway, I would assure you that we could run a speed test and get easily 400 or 500 down, and we could get like 30-40 up. But for some reason it just doesn't reach good in my house. I don't know why, because all the other towers are in the same spot, although some of the towers are across the highway, so technically they're further. But anyway, I digress. We got a 23.2 on the down and 0.17 on the up. Now let's go ahead and see if we got packet loss. Ooh, we got high packet loss at 11.1 on the 14 Pro, but surprisingly we didn't get any on the SE, which is surprising. Now we'll run the Z Flip 5, which is on Boost Infinite. And I should say that the iPhone 14 Pro has AT&T postpaid, but it does have starter unlimited, so of course, you know, there's no priority on that plan. And we get, actually, not too bad on the Z Flip 5. We got 49 ping and 8 jitter, which still isn't ideal, but not too bad. 19.6 on the down, but I think it was on low band and again switched over to 5G Plus. And the upload is doing better at 6.2 on the up, which is good, but I tend to usually see that where there's higher upload on the Samsung phones versus the iPhones. For whatever reason, I don't know why. But now here's the real test. We'll put all three together to kind of simulate some congestion on the network. See if I can hit them all at the same time. And I got a feeling that we're probably going to see more failed tests. I mean, look at that. Did you see that? Like 300 ping it was showing over here. But we ended with 94 ping and 237 jitter on the SE. The 14 Pro got 115 ping and 20 jitter. And the Z Flip 5 is really not doing too bad. It got 50 ping and 18 jitter, which still is not good. But compared to the other results, it's pretty good if you ask me. The Z Flip 5 got 46.1 on the down, 5.27 on the up. That's kind of similar to what it did before. The iPhone 14 Pro got 18.1 down and 0.09 on the up. And then the SE got 2.69 down, 0.06 on the up. And let's check packet loss here. Wow, no packet loss across the board. Oh, wait, wasn't that last test? Okay, it accidentally went to last test for some reason, but across the board, no packet loss. Loaded pings, I would say, aren't too terrible if they measure them. You know, I mean, but here's the thing: it can range anywhere from like this 487 on the 14 Pro, but you could get this 7736 loaded upload ping on the upload. You know, but I would say usually it stays around 1 to 2,000. But of course, you know, I'm putting pressure on the network, so that's probably why the loaded pings are high. But still, they need to do better at getting better AT&T coverage, at least in my area, at least indoors, because, you know, this is not very good. But I guess to make this fair, we'll go ahead and put all of these in LTE mode, and that way I can show you that LTE is a little bit better. Alright, so on my Z Flip 5, I can swipe down here and you can see I have Boost, which is Boost Infinite, and Mint Mobile. For some reason, excuse me, it won't let me put it in LTE mode, won't let me dial in the star pound 2263 or the star pound, I think it's 73, the other one. Won't go into band selection, and it won't let me put network mode on Boost Infinite into LTE only. So unfortunately, we'll have to set that one off to the side and maybe come back to it in a later video to retest. But for right now, we got the two iPhones here. Let's go ahead and test the SE first, and then we'll do them together. Now, off camera, I shot this scene before on video, and then I had to scrap that clip because I was totally losing my train of thought. I figured it was better just to re-record it, but you can see I did a test here on both phones, and the iPhone 14 Pro had huge packet loss there, 77%. But you can see the awful ping here on the SE on this test, and this is just running them, you know, one at a time. In the last video that I was trying to make, and then I had to scrap that video, I ran both at the same time and did not have these high pings. So either somebody's on the network using a lot of network for some reason, maybe the home internet or something, or for some reason I'm just having these weird results. But we got 2.92 down, 0.03 on the up, 133 ping with 278 jitter, which is just awful, but I did not see any packet loss, which is good. And we're starting the 14 Pro now with an 85 ping and 30 jitter. And like I said, you know, usually I put my phone into LTE mode when I'm using one of my AT&T lines, but a lot of time that don't fix it. And usually I just go back to one of my Verizon phones or Visible or something like that. You can see that strange spike in the upload. I don't know what that was all about, but we got 13 down and 0.2 on the up for the 14 Pro and LTE. And look at that, 86 pretty much packet loss. And this is the point of why I don't use AT&T as my main carrier, because, you know, I don't know what it is, but for some reason the network just does not work good in my house, and that's why I don't make them my main carrier. Because T-Mobile isn't great at my house, but they're better than this. I mean, they don't get 86% packet loss on the speed test. And I mean, you can feel that when you're using your phone. I mean, it takes like a whole minute for me to load just, you know, YouTube thumbnails to decide which video I'm going to choose. And that's just not why. Well, what I'm trying to say is that's why I don't make AT&T my personal carrier, because at my house they just absolutely suck. But I will come back in the next video, hopefully sometime soon before the year's over, and we'll do T-Mobile, so that way we did all three carriers. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.